That motor juice station over there might still have some go juice. Long shot, sure, but there's only one way to be sure. You could be a secret here forever. You need to get the keys in sequence. So, the technology from yesterday's is still here today, even if its message is getting old. Could be a monster napping here at any time of day. Nice and clear out today. A bric-a-brac that's still standing. Now, that's a find. Ah, plastic scrap like that always comes in handy. The cranks need to be unturned in the right order. Let's see. The plants here never stop growing. This is Burblebottom, residence of Gill. Happy to finally get to meet you. He's seen a lot of things wash up on his miniature shore, but nothing as exciting as you. Figures it's impossible. As bad as the air might be, the goo is even worse. It must have been upstream only to get to this point in your histo-future. But which way are you going now? With the flow or against? It's crazy hard to flipper against the surf, but you can't save the world if you let it sweep you away. Either way, it's a shame the surf has gotten so nasty. Thinks life is like trying to ride a wave. You need to pick the right one, but you don't really know which one that is until you're on top of it. Better to ride a wave than let the perfect one pass you by. Seems to him that there's always another wave coming along. Can't imagine how wonderful it's going to be to surf on gooless goo. The world is going to live. Can't thank you enough for fighting against the goo. Happy you ride alongside the Myriad. They bring a real shine to everything they work with. Thinks that's an excellent point. Riding is life. Work is not nearly as fun. But none of that's nearly as important as enjoying the day, right? He never drank from this pond because of the disgusting things done there. Even the fish stopped drinking here after the pollution made the surf mucked and the air blocked his gills. He figures the Tree of Life isn't drinking either. Or, well, that's not true. He said it does drink, as it has no other choice. It's a tree, but it's forced to drink poison. Claims the surf is poison now. Gill says he feels like a fish out of water because of this, but understands he needs to make a change. He wonders if you know a safe spot, somewhere the water is still clear and unblackened. He says he's ready to get his fingers fished for this. He wants you to lead him to the edge of a place like that, where the surf is see-through, or at least, drinkable. Thanks you for being patient with him. Took care of it. Well placed. Sunburn. He intensified. What a blow! See that plastic scrap over there? Atomized. Super effective. You've been eating right. Gil clearly has his head above the surface now that his fish is in the water, and asks you to find and free the Pewee Gargantua from the bandits now that you're on a roll, saving surfing creatures. Gil says he feels he owes you something, but understands you have no time to spill as the fate of the world is at stake. But he's found lots of waste when exploring the land in search of clear surf. He's happy to give you the bearings when you have time. He's sure you'll find something of value if you swim that way. Says when the waters got so bad he didn't have any choice, but he waited too late to succeed. Without you, that is. Hears you might be ready to surf out of here on an ark. Guesses you're right. More like jetting into the stars. With the surf clearing up now, he's not sure why you'd want an ark at all. Thanks you for trying to get the surf to ungoo, as brutal a job as it can be. Asks who you're thinking of riding out of here with on that snazzy ark.
So, what we have here is an
A conscious choice to be alone means you won't...
The thing we're really missing here is...
The world would be a better place if we were left alone to...
Well, anyone in their right mind would agree you're...
Figures you know best who you want riding with you. Gil is always ready to help. Let's hope you won't regret it. there's the Guppy Hut. Might be some gill-catching gear in there. Where it cuts. Switched off the lights. Someone will pay dearly for that. Get on! Going to be night any moment. Torrents everywhere. Hang. Wow, wow, wow. So much damage. Who'd leave rubber scrap lying around like that? Will the dawn never come? The Surge Surf Factory. Keep your eye out for Wiz while you're here. Let's see. It's so lush here. Toxanol's mining led to mass deforestation and increased global warming, as nature couldn't absorb the carbon dioxide and greenhouse gas emissions without the trees. These irreversible changes to the climate also contributed to the evolution and modified our genetic code. Look at the notices on that board. No one paid much attention to them, it looks like. Wiz should be around here somewhere, probably taking care of his guppos. A surge surf factory was one of the cleaner ways to make power, until the surf turned into goo and clogged it all up, that is. The thicker the surf became with goo, the more the machinery clogged up and stopped working. Like most things from the bygone. There are sure to be more tracks around here, maybe by the shore. Wuz isn't easy on the tongue, but I think he says he's happy to see a friendly face. Not too many of those around these days. Says it's good to see you again. He's Wiz. You might remember him from the old days when he let you try his octopod? Wiz remembers you were such a cheery kid, and he's glad to see that light hasn't faded from you, despite the years. But Wiz understands it was a long time ago, and memories get murkier the deeper you go, but says it helps to have friends with you to plumb those depths. They've been here for you since you were a kidling, but when you left, you also chose to distance yourself from everyone that cared for you. Wiz says our memory keeps things for us, preserves them until we are ready to face them again. He knows you've returned to face Lupa Lupin, and that confrontation is as inevitable as the tides. He's not surprised that the loss of your family could plunge you into the depths forever, but you've always been able to rise like a bubble to the surface, no matter what. He knows that though the tides of history may push you in one direction, you can always lay... He feels you've deserved revenge because of how you were wronged. You've suffered enough to make him pay. Asks if you ever think about freedom and whether any of us really has it. Did you make the decisions that brought you here, or are you just a pawn of fate? Glad to hear that. He only wishes he was that sure about himself. Amazed the world is going to continue on, but happy to hear it. Still so many things to invent. Impressed that you fought so hard to keep the world spinning. Thinks you were smart to join with the Myriad. They have a rainbow of ways to approach any problem. Thinks that kind of diversity brings strength. But that's not nearly as important as this. Whiz says that you should let the past dwell in the depths. But there's something else down there too, gnawing at the Tree of Life. He's named it the Merc Puff. This is why he's tinker-tonkering with the octopod. But the lid got stuck, so he needs a big enough tug twister to open it up and let you a-going. He can't leave the surge station, so you must help him find a tug twister. There's a wound-up Mecha Fingro in the Mecha Stadium that still has one stuck on its back. Find it, and you'll find the tug twister. Getting that tool will help turn around the situation for sure. It'll definitely help him unshut the hatch. This is way worse than moist. The moistest. You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap. Don't trip over what you can't see. Impressed you found that, despite all the goo. This place has held power for a long time. In many ways, it still does. That would require cleaning up all the goo. Glad you found that track. There's a lot to learn about this world, both here and beyond. At least being underground keeps you out of the weather. You found a brick-rack that's not absolutely flat. Don't want to point a finger, but the Mecha Stadium is near here. Crack-a-doo. Give your eyelights a chance to adjust to the dawn. Yes, some e-waste for you. Bolted shut. Definitely not open. tribes need someone to unite them. You need to loosen the bolts without unsettling it. That's it. The tug twister's loose. Let's hope it turned the grabbing hand into a helping hand, too. This is an epic already. How it ends is up to you. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. It's so vibrant out during daylight. He believed the tug twister would do the trick, but now realizes brute force won't do the trick. You need something... Well, he means slick, as in greasy, so you can lube the hinges of the lid. He can't argue against the fact your fur's shiny. He says the lid should open if you sprinkle grease it. Problem is, he's all out. He knows his old friend Choo Choo always keeps his grease sprinklers well filled. He should have an extra that you can borrow. He stresses that you should come back as soon as you've retrieved the grease sprinkler. The Merc Puff is crunching bark by the minute. Wiz heard he's currently stranded at the end of the line, so it should be easier to track him down now compared to when he's running rails. It's a new day to you. Might as well enjoy it. The vendor says you can hopes your custom is worth.